Hello again, everybody. This is Dr. Rob Lindsay with Vallejo Health and Wellness Center, and today's root cause of the day is related to a 52-year-old woman who came from another state because she had been suffering with migraines for many years, as well as chronic knee pain that wasn't being taken care of properly because medications weren't working. And even a trial of lots of supplements and exercises weren't really helping her. So as we began to use our functional toxicology testing here in the office, these are some of the things I found on her first visit. First of all, in her neurologic tissues, nerve tissues, I found herbicides, and I found solvents, and I found Epstein-Barr Virus, which, if you've watched my videos, you'll notice that Epstein-Barr Virus shows up quite often. It's the virus that causes mono. This woman, by the way, had worked at, well, her and her husband were farmers, and so there had been a lot of exposure to herbicides and pesticides over the years as their crops were being sprayed. And by the way, you don't have to live and work on a farm to be exposed to these herbicides. If you're not using them in your yard to control weeds, you know what, it's likely that your neighbors are, or that neighboring farms are, and it's wafting over into your area. And frankly, it's on much of the food, and you just can't wash it off. It's in the food, which is why we try to eat as much organic as we can. But nerve tissue, that's one of the big things. Well, nerve tissue, that's where we feel pain, nerves. So a lot of her pain for her migraines and her knee related to herbicides. I also found the following metals in her bone marrow tissue: arsenic, thallium, and the thing is that arsenic is it's everywhere. It's kind of crazy to think this, but we're finding it in the municipal water supplies occasionally. People will bring in their water, and we test it, and we'll find arsenic. This particular person had well water and really hadn't had it tested, and sure enough, arsenic's in the well water. So, she's drinking that. I also found in her lymphatic system, and lymph is part of our immune system. Everyone knows about lymph nodes, but there's also lymph vessels. And I found Streptococcus bacteria infection there. And so these are just some of the things I found, but if you and I are a product of everything we've been exposed to from when we were in utero until today, and if the amount of chemicals and toxins coming in are higher than the amount that's going out, well, these things will build up in our tissues, and over time those chemicals can lead to chronic problems, whether it's pain or decrease in function or bowel or bladder problems, or in this case to migraines. So the point is that we looked to find these root causes, and we began functional toxicology with our testing. We started to do some remedies that would remove these toxins, and slowly over time her issues are getting better and improving. Now, we're not done yet, but it's interesting if you start to look at people, how often we find herbicides and pesticides accumulating. So that's today's root cause of the day, and I hope this is helpful for you.